So just over like 2 months ago, I hit 20K and I wanted to do a Q&A video so I can just get a little bit more personal with you guys and ask common questions, whether it's relating to me or Rainbow Six Siege just in general, since like some things are just out of context. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's subscribed and who's been watching all the content. If you want to see any types of videos, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to join my Discord so you can join my community. But I'm just gonna go through a lot of these questions and just break down and answer them because it is a Q&A. And at the end of the video, it'll be just my setup tour and just listing everything that I have in my setup. If you guys are interested in buying any of it or you want to go check out the items, there should be a bunch of links down in the description so you can. But let's get right into the video. Before the video starts, I just want to say big love to KontrolFreeks for sponsoring today's video. And I was lucky enough that they reached out because they have a new line of Siege thumbsticks that are black eyes. Now, the main reason I was happy about the sponsorship is because I used to use KontrolFreeks back when I was on Xbox. The reason is because it's very hard to play a game like Rainbow Six Siege on controller. It's very hard to be consistent and make micro adjustments. KontrolFreeks thumbsticks help because it allows you to have more control over your sticks and just to be more consistent when it comes to micro tracking. Another good thing is it improves the arc distance, which can help improve your accuracy in the long run. Now I am awful on controller. You're gonna laugh when you look at this because I haven't played like an FPS game in a while besides Rocket League, but these just feel absolutely amazing. Now these look very nice because they're black ice themed, kind of like my R4C. Now if you guys are interested in buying these thumbsticks from KontrolFreeks, be sure to go down in the description and click the top link or use code Garfield at checkout for 10% off. I highly suggest these, coming from an ex-champ controller player. These are a much needed product. And thank you so much for KontrolFreeks for sponsoring today's video. First question is, what operator should you use if you are average at the game and can help out your teammates that are better than you? Also, congrats on 20K. Well, thanks, man. If I were you, I would just try to fill in whatever your team needs. It doesn't really matter if your friends are better than you. Your main objective should be trying to grow and become the best possible player possible. You can only do this by trying new operators. A lot of people have this thing in the back of their head where they think if they're playing with better people, they only have to play one role, which is passive and basically hard breach. But you need to fundamentally try to be a flexible player because you never know what your potential is. That's why I say you shouldn't main operators. Of course, as operators, you probably just want to play more than the other, but yeah. So yeah, just fill in whatever you need, man. Run a hard breach if you need hard breach, run an entry if you need entry, and etc. What kind of work ethic did you develop to have enough time to make and put out videos as well as stream? Also, are your parents supportive of you being as a content creator, or are they not supportive and now are? When it comes down to my work ethic, something clicked in my brain. Like, it's a very odd story, but about a year ago I was on Omegle, and if you scroll down like old videos, you'll see like an old Omegle video, but the clip is not in there. Basically I would just screw around with friends when I first switched over to PC, and I wasn't taking content creation that serious when it comes to YouTube, which is why, you know, probably just heard me the last 12 months because I just started my channel. Basically, I had to develop a crazy work ethic because I was lazy and I was also getting quite fat. If you look in the old videos, my face was a lot more bloach and I was like chubby. But something I realized when in terms of content creation is there's a lot of people working very hard, and I either have to match that and do better and come up with new ideas, or just fail and be average, man. So in terms of that, every weekend I record like 3 videos, which is what I'm doing now. It's Saturday. That's why you might see me wearing the same shirt as tomorrow's video, and etc. Because like Saturday, Sunday is when I record and edit, and sometimes it bleeds into Monday where I edit because I make my own thumbnails and do all that. I've had some really helpful people help me and teach me some stuff when it comes to, you know, Photoshop and all that, and you know, I've self-taught myself a lot. But the work ethic has been insane. In terms of my parents supporting me, I only know my mom, and my mom has been always supportive. Whatever I do, she's very supportive. So it's very nice. What has been the hardest rank for you to get out of? Honestly, for me, if you watch any of my solo queue videos or you watch my streams, I mostly play on my solo queue account. I would say probably Plat 3 in solo queue, because solo queuing, when you get into Plat 3, you get a range of people. You get people that's been gold last season or even silver and they somehow got blessed, and you get a lot of people that don't talk. So solo queuing is definitely not fun. In terms of my main account, I would probably say Plat 1 when I switched over to PC, because when you're not mechanically skilled enough in Plat 1, you know, and you're not confident enough, as I should say, you're not going to get out of plat 1 because you're not going to win games, you're not going to win your gunfights, and it's going to suck and you're going to be frustrated. So honestly, best advice I would have is be confident. What games are you going to go to if R6 dies? By the way, love the videos lately. Thank you for the question. For me, I'm trying to branch out in a variety channel, and I also have a reaction channel. If you go to my main YouTube page, like you click on my profile, there's 2 of my YouTube channels. You can go sub to them. I've been playing a lot of Apex recently, ever since I was sponsored by them. It really got me back into the game, and I really enjoy it because the way that Siege is right now, it's not in the best state that it should be. But I still love Siege, man, so I'm gonna play it until it dies. But if it were to die, I would probably move into Apex and just variety content. That's why I'm trying to build up my variety channel, so please go sub to that. I'm just trying to figure out what type of format I want to have my videos, because I'm not very good at Apex and I'm trying to get good. So it's basically, I'm gonna be probably doing a progression series, which I know like 20% of people that watch my videos would probably only go and watch that. But that'd be okay, because I'm catering to a new audience. But let me know down in the comments what videos or games you want me to play besides Siege for my variety channel, and I'll definitely check it out. Genuine question, how old are you? Because I don't know if you were 16 or 20. I am 20. I turned 21 July 31st, hence why I said, you know, I want to get to 50k by then. But yeah, no, I'm 20. I just look very young because I'm small. By the way, I am 5'4". You guys are probably gonna clown me down in the comments, but I'm short, so yeah. What's up? I'm a huge fan, but how did you get comfortable with your keybinds when you have played controller for 5 years? So he's referring to me switching over from console to PC like about 13 months ago. To be honest, I'm just now feeling very comfortable with my keybinds, but keybinds, like for the first month or 2, I was fat fingering a lot of my keys, but I just played a lot, man. Like I was solo queuing like on my main when I first switched over because I was so bad and I wanted just to get better, or in terms like I thought I was bad because I was plat 1 my first season. But I would say up to 6 months is when I started getting comfortable. It's just something I struggled with more is sensitivity. I kept switching it and it was very bad. Don't do that. Have you ever considered playing any pro league, or are you sticking to content creation side of R6? Okay, for some reason a lot of people ask that question in a lot of content creators chats. They come in my Twitch chat, people ask me about that. And it's kind of silly because like I don't think I'm skilled enough mechanically for that. Brain wise, maybe I would like have to have some comp experience to see how well I do. But I don't know, man. Like it's just not something I'm interested in, because like I deal with anxiety. So like if I'm under that type of pressure, especially like on LAN or something, man, like no, there's more hardworking people. I just feel like I benefit more out of content creation all around. One, like in terms of, you know, reaching more people and, you know, them watching my videos, and then just enjoy, like being a content creator is way more enjoyable in my opinion. You have to worry about a lot of things as well though, comparing to pro league, like, you know, if a video does bad, views are down, etc. But like I'd rather have my own fate in my hands rather than, you know, having bad performance in game, because a lot of things can factor into having a bad game performance. So yeah, for some reason a lot of you guys are asking about making videos on callouts for maps. So Disrupt does a lot of those videos, a lot of other people, and they don't do well. And in terms of my YouTube style, I'm just trying new content, to be honest. Like I'm trying not to have the same like content as everybody else, like champion gameplay, all that, because it's just repetitive, and I want to kind of stand out in terms of Siege content. And just basic tips content is something I don't like doing anymore. Maybe in terms of something more like exact, like for example, like when I hit diamond solo queue, I'll probably make a video on how I did it, what was my mindset, what I learned, all that. But doing basic stuff like that, like everybody else has done, I do not want to do it, man. What are your thoughts on the state of the game right now? What do you think of console? Okay, well, meta wise, the game is in the best possible place it's been. You know, the eliminated shield meta and all this, and utility meta is definitely getting changed a lot more. So in terms of gameplay, is the best it's ever been. But in terms of the overall health of the game, like Siege on console and PC, it's not in the best possible place because the cheaters on PC, and then you have cheaters on console. MNK, I think there was booters at one point again on console. So overall, like it's just the state is not good, but the game itself is very good. It's just I feel like there's a lot of quality of life changes that Siege needs to add to actually improve their game. How do you feel about people using controller on PC for Siege? So relating to Royal Penguin, for example, Royal Penguin does it for content, and that's it. I think if you're using a controller on PC just to use it because you don't want to learn mouse and keyboard, you're putting yourself at a high disadvantage. And I don't know why you switched to PC, and maybe for more FPS, but like look, why What made you want to do Siege content, or just what made you want to do YouTube? So personally, when I switched over from console, I was like a Xbox streamer. I was almost partnered on Xbox on Twitch, and I was very like happy with that. I really enjoyed having viewers and just, you know, having a little community. So when I switched over from console to PC, I basically had my numbers cut in half. I was like peaking at like 100 plus viewers. I was averaging like almost 75, and I was almost able to apply. And then once I built a PC and switched over, my viewers, like I had 30 average viewers again, man. And like, put in perspective, you know, a lot of people might say, oh, it's only, you know, it's not that bad, but like, it kind of sucks. It's really demotivating, man. So when I switched over after that, I talked to a guy named Vexian. He's part of Disrupt Gaming. He's like a manager basically. And I talked to him about YouTube, and he told me it's something I should start doing. And that's basically why. I just wanted more Twitch viewers, to be honest, man. Now I average like 200, so it's pretty cool. But like, I really started enjoying YouTube because one, like the videos can do well over time. You know, I don't have to always be like live and doing something to, you know, gain growth in any type of way. And like, YouTube's really good. I love YouTube. What is your opinion on Ubisoft releasing less and less content after Steel Wave? Also, congrats on 35k. Keep up the work. Thank you, man. For me, I think that's the issue and downfall of Siege right now. They're not releasing enough content. In turn, it makes the game less fun, makes more people not want to play the game because the game feels stale. So just that. Like, I miss the days, like, for example, Blood Orchid was the best season in the game because one, you had Legion, Ying, and Ella, 3 new operators. And I know that we got an extra one because of Operation Health. Doesn't matter. The game was so fun then. We got a new map, which is Theme Park. So, like, it's just so much content. The game is just lacking content. There's no grindability in Siege right now. And that's why a lot of people just don't want to play the game, man. You can play more rewarding games. Like, for example, even Fortnite, man. Like, I don't care, like, what you guys say. Like, even though it's... I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. People can go and play Fortnite. They have a decent battle pass. You can go play Apex Legends. A lot of dope stuff in Apex Legends. Battle pass. Cool knife skins, everything. Like, Siege just needs to add in more stuff. Like, for example, even adding gloves like CSGO, man. Like, every operator has gloves, and when you put on certain like pro leagues and certain like just cosmetics, you can change the gloves, or like you can change, like, the gloves change. I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. So just little stuff, man. Even like having, like, getting the community more involved in some type of way, man. Like adding community skins, or community voting for skins, or creating charms, or, you know, just more stuff for the casual community to do, but also more stuff for the ranked community. Because overall, like, the quality of health when it comes down to the elo system itself is not good. You get rewarded for winning games and punished for losing games, not on your individual performance or how you performed around your team. A lot of changes I want to see added into Siege, both casual and, you know, ranked. Because I think another main issue is reason why there's a lot of people that's in Plat 3 that don't deserve to be in Plat 3 and even Diamond, and they carry themselves through their gun mechanics or just getting carried, is because they don't understand the fundamentals of the game. I fell in love with Siege basically because of the gameplay wise, like what it took to actually win games. You would have to communicate, play with your teammates, drone, all of that stuff. Use your utility. It wasn't Call of Duty. Like, it was a tactical FPS. And people have lost that value. Like, it's very hard, though, to get into this game and learn every operator. So I feel like Siege needs to have some type of training mode that's actually in-depth when it comes down to utility and understanding how to, you know, even make like where to reinforce and make rotates. Because, you know, right now we have training, barricading. In training, we have barricading, reinforcing, and hatches. Stupid, man. Did you have any experience before you started playing / coaching on Siege? I've never once coached anybody. I'm guessing you're talking comp experience. No. When I first switched over to PC, my homie Lethal, me and him played on this little team. We were going to try for CO quals, but, you know, I just realized that I was balancing doing a lot of disrupt gaming videos and my own videos, and then scrimming every single goddamn day. And I was still fresh on PC. Some of the mechanics was absolutely awful. But like, I love the competitive nature of Siege, but no. No. What keeps you motivated to play? I find what motivates me to play is hearing the team scream, "Let's go." See, that's a good one. That's a very good comment, because, you know, that feeling when you get a clutch, or it's like something really dope happens, you know, your teammates go crazy. And yeah, I don't know what keeps me motivated to play. I don't know. I feel like Siege never really got boring to me, and I don't think it will. The only thing that really gets boring is facing cheaters, which kind of sucks. But for me, like, I don't know, like, I just love like having a really good game or giving a really good call out to a teammate and them acting off it, or like calling out a play and then that happening. I feel like that's the most satisfying part of this game. How do I overcome ranked anxiety? Put this in perspective. This is what I do. Anxiety is the fear of what if and the future, basically, because that's just what it is. So to deal with ranked anxiety, you're worrying about negative outcomes. In my opinion, what you should be doing is worrying about the present. What are you doing in that present moment? What can you be doing to help your team? Are you communicating with your teammates? Where are you positioning yourself? How is your teammates positioned? Is there a gap in the layout of how you guys are playing? All of that. So just be more aware of what's happening around you and stop being in your head. You also have to put in perspective, if you have a bad game, you have a bad game. It doesn't matter. Everybody has bad games. How did you hit champ in such a short time on PC? I wouldn't say it's relatively short. I've seen like console switchovers switch over and be champ their first season. It took me like 3 seasons, I think, to get champ. I was plat 1, diamond, and then champ. Or, you know, I switched at the end of one season. So I was plat 1, diamond, and then I think I got champ. And then now, like, this is actually like the last week of the season, and it's actually been the worst season in my opinion. And I'm just trying to get champ now. Like, I'm 250 points off. Hopefully I get it. If I don't, then whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just always wanted to like get better. Like a lot of people might call me like boost it for some reason or something, because that's what people say. Because I might potato, they come in my chat and they see I potato or something happens. But like I had the best season I've ever had last season. Because I had a 1.2 KD. I was 5300 in champion on PC. But what I did, I think, was self-evaluate. I say that a lot, but it's really what self-evaluation is. It's like being aware of your issues and not blaming everybody else for, you know, whatever they're doing, because you can always play a situation better. So like I really broke that down, and I realized my mechanics was one of the biggest issues, and my positioning as well. And understanding perspective is something. But I want to do a positioning video. It'll probably be like 30 minutes. I'll probably have to break down point of view, like perspective, how to use perspective to your advantage, how to position yourself in clutch scenarios on attack and defense, how to start a round, like all of that. And it's going to be a really hard video to do. So that's why I've been prolonging it, because I'm trying to get the clips for it and understand how I want to format it. But self-evaluation. Why do you prep windows by breaking the glass? That's there. What's the purpose? Okay, too many people don't understand the purpose of this. And it's weird, because like if you're platinum up, you should know this. When you break the window on the barricades, you're basically breaking it on defense so you can hear the rappel, so you don't randomly get shot through the window. That's why you see in some solo queue videos, especially earlier ones in gold, I'll just shoot through a barricade and get a kill, because they have no indication that I'm there, and it just allows me to catch somebody off guard. Always break windows, prep them all around site, just so you can have the intel. What was your dream job? I didn't really have a dream job, to be honest. Low-key, like, I'm really into hip-hop, and like, as you can tell, wearing a J. Cole shirt. But I'm really into hip-hop, so like I really wanted to do something around that in terms of a YouTube channel. It's something that I'm trying to pursue probably in the future, because I'm just understanding how YouTube works and how editing works and all of that. And that's how you can see, like, in the next like 6 months, if you watch a video, the quality is definitely going to be better. The Photoshop thumbnails are just going to be better. So something with, like, you know, hip-hop, because I love it, man. It's amazing. Hey Garfield, what was it like to record with Coconut Bra? Were you nervous? I wasn't nervous. Yeah, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video on Royal Penguin's channel. It was like guessing ranks or something with Coconut Bro, but I wasn't really nervous. I just was like, okay, this is Coconut Bro. It's just kind of surreal, because, you know, like coming into Siege, you know, that was one of the bigger creators, so like I watched him grow, so it was kind of cool just sitting down and, like, you know, talking to him afterwards. But he's a really serious, nice guy. Yeah. When did you find out you were adopted? Or what? What the fuck? What? Why do you seem so chill in your videos, but be on some hype shit in Odie's videos? There's different sides of people, man. Like right now, I'm really relaxed because I'm one-on-one, because I know when you're watching the video, you don't want to see me like jumping around, fucking screaming. But like that's literally how I am. Like when I stream, or like usually when I play just with my homies, I have just different, you know, personalities, I guess. Like, or different moods. Like I'm not always gonna be like hyped or like angry or, you know, calm like this. It's just when I'm recording for my YouTube videos, I just want to be calm. You know, there's no reason for me to get hyped right now. So Why are you such a hater? MNK on console is a good thing. Were you dropped as a kid? Last two questions. Where were you born and where do you live? I was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I still live in Ontario by Toronto. I am Canadian. I was raised by like someone that's from Newfoundland, and that's why I basically like kind of picked up my mom's tendencies with saying some words wrong. That's why you might hear me say library or not saying library right. I still don't hear it. I don't enunciate the words properly in some instances. So yeah, that's why when you hear me say library, people are like, bro, that's not how you say it. So, and last question, do you have a shorty? Which means, I guess, do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't. If you have like a mom or like an aunt or something, let me know. Yeah, that was this segment of the video. Next, I'm just gonna show briefly like my setup and all of that. Everything, like I said, will be listed down in the description if you guys want to check any of that stuff out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and especially if you made it this far in the video. I appreciate you, man.
Okay, gamers, this is my setup. Now, this is my room. It's quite small, but I make it work. I got my little bed, because, I'm small, and I got some shoes and my mini fridge. Got my Gatorade and mostly iced tea, because I stopped drinking soda. Besides this diet soda, which is completely meat. But basically, just some posters. I had this little whiteboard that just sets my goals for this year, and just daily stuff. Bunch of like little posters and stuff of like artists and hip hop artists that I'm really like into, and that just inspire me. Got my big Scarface picture. Got a floodlight down there with a messy router. more floodlights, messy just stuff. And this is where mainly everything happens, right here. I don't know what's on this chair, guys. It is not what you think. I don't know what happened, but if you have any chair suggestions, please let me know, because this thing is killing my back. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to spend $1,000 on Herman Miller, but I'm about to do it. Alright, so first, let's look at my lighting setup. I have my first ring light, and I need to switch around the way I have my lights, because I feel like I really don't know what I'm doing in terms of lighting. But there's my key light, and there's a ring light, and yeah. So y'all ask a lot of questions in terms of this. This is for my phone, because when I sleep I watch my phone, and that's it. I have my little sandals and a bunch of wires. But starting out, let's look at my monitor. This is a 240 Hz monitor, 1 millisecond, of course. I'm about to play Apex. I'm about to start doing more Apex content on my second channel, but for now, this is it. This is my 144 Hz monitor. I use it for just my Discord when I'm streaming, so I can see who joined my Discord and what's happening. Join my Discord server, link in the bio. This is my 75 Hz monitor right here. This is just what I use for vertical and for my chat when I'm streaming. Now, this is my big mouse pad with my face. It's De Garfield. If you guys like it, type in exclamation mark mouse pad in my Twitch stream. I use a Razer Huntsman Mini, I believe this is called, with linear switches. It's a very quiet keyboard, that's why I like it, and it's small, so it works. I just bought a ZOWIE. I don't know the exact ZOWIE. It's the smallest one because my hands are tiny. I'm about to paracord it and get new glides whenever it comes in. I have two G Pro Superlights. And this is, of course, the controller that I use for Rocket League or anything that, I play a controller with, of course, the new grips from KontrolFreek. Down here, I got my little stream deck, which I use to play ads, pause, turn on my music, and down. I used to use this before I got my Go XLR, but it's very helpful just in terms of streaming. That's my old camera, a Sony A6100, and this is my new camera, a Sony A6100. It's pretty cool. I love it. Microphone-wise, I have a Shure SM7B. It's a really good mic. I have it into a Go XLR with a Dynamite cloud lifter. You don't really need a cloud lifter for this, but I just like how it sounds. And of course my boom arm, which is in such an awkward position, but yeah. The headset is Audio Technica's. Link will be down in the description like everything else, because I don't need the exact model off by hand. But this is where everything happens in terms of my PC. I just bought a Corsair case. I'm a really big fan of it because it's glass paneled all around, and it just looks really nice. This is my cam link, so I can use my Go XLR, of course. And inside my PC, I have a Ryzen 9 3950X with a 2080 Super, really good combination of GPU and CPU, and I'm using like a Corsair pump fan, which is like really good. I just got it with my new case, and I don't know what motherboard I have at the top of my head. I think it's Tomahawk. I just upgraded recently as well to that with 32 gigs of RAM, which is of course Corsair's 32 megahertz, and I have about I have 5 fans and then 3 of the pump fans. So all around, this is a pretty good PC in my opinion. I'm thinking about getting a streaming PC, but for now, this is what we're rocking with. All of this together is sat on this Amazon desk. I honestly was so happy that this desk was good. Don't mind all this mess. This is like my Advil, my lava light, and cleaners and eye drops because my eyes get super dry. But this is a really good desk. You get a bang for your buck. It's I think $150 on Amazon, and it was probably the best desk I can find. You can see my Gatorade. Got to restock, Got to drink my electrolytes. But yeah, this is my PC. I'll also link the stands I have down in the description for my my mounts for my monitors. This is a really tall one, so it can fit up there. And then I just have like this little dual monitor mount, of course, as you can see. And right here, it's just my hand cam for when I stream. And then I have a BenQ, light, monitor light, which they sponsored me. Really cool because it helps my eyes. And I don't need to have like these ring lights on or anything. I can just type in peace without straining my eyes. But all around, this is my setup, guys. You guys have been asking for this for quite a long time, and this is it. So yeah.